The principal, my son goes to a program all the way in the ninth ward where he do music. Told the principal, Dr. Peckerberger, I got a concert this Saturday. We're not expecting to see this man in the gym.
What?
This man comes, he's in auditorium.
From Bob Conlon Gymnasium on the campus of Brother Martin High School, it's high school wrestling as the Brother Martin Crusaders battle the Holy Cross Tigers. And a pleasant good evening to you. Ken Trahan with you, and it's so good to have you joining a senior night here at Brother Martin in a matchup of two of the top 4 teams, if not 2 of the top 3 teams in the state of Louisiana in Division I here tonight. And neighborhood rivals as well. These two schools only separated by about a mile now as a result of Holy Cross moving into the neighborhood, as it were, a few years ago on a beautiful campus, as is this one. It's a pleasure to welcome to the broadcast tonight a good and great friend. Check them out. Check out Strength Shoe. The Strength Shoe system's a good one. You might want to check it out. You'll enjoy it. Chad Ravanack, former Oklahoma State Archbishop Rumble wrestler, with us this evening to provide analysis. Chad, it's great to have you with us.
How you doing, Ken? Thank you for having me tonight.
Doing fine. Now, obviously, you know all about not only the sport, but about this rivalry. When you talk about great programs in the state of Louisiana, it doesn't take long to call the roll when you're talking about Holy Cross and Brother Martin.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, Holy Cross has been a powerhouse throughout the almost the better half of a century, and here recently over the past couple decades, Brother Martin's really been putting it on, and really don't see him slowing down. Robbie Dotrieve's doing an amazing job with the program and with his coaching staff. They're really getting the best out of their athletes.
In fact, when you study the history of Louisiana high school wrestling, you start with Holy Cross because they've won the most state championships of any school in the sport with 27, many of which came under the legendary Brother Melchia, who was just a guy that was a trailblazer in the sport. And there weren't a lot of schools that participated initially, but by the time he stepped away, wrestling was a big-time sport. And then, of course, you had Sam Hartzenkram at Jesuit that came in and took it to another level, and they became the dominant program in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, with Brother Martin winning some in the 80s as well. And then, of course, as you mentioned, Brother Martin under Ray Charbonneau initially, and then ultimately under Robbie Dotrieve in his first go-round, and now his second go-round, have been a dominant program. The Crusaders are the 4-time Division I defending state champion, and they certainly look like the favorite to make it 5 in a row this year, Chad.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, they're wrestling tough. They've been wrestling tough all year. They just keep cranking them out. They're keeping their numbers up, and really putting Brother Martin on the map on the national level as well, and getting that exposure and getting it out there.
When you talk about this Brother Martin wrestling team, there are some standouts, but you have to start with the defending state champion, and Stephen Shields. He's in at 120 pounds tonight. Doesn't lose in this state. He's been terrific. He's the one returning state champion they have, and he again is going to be the guy to beat in that weight classification in Bossier City.
Stephen Shields has definitely been very strong over the past 2 years. His brother Nick Shields is a good friend of mine, Jason as well, and I know Nick and Stephen Shields work out a lot. You can really actually see the similarities in the two, which Nick had a very illustrious career as well, and it's definitely not a bad style to mock.
Well, it certainly isn't, and of course when you study the Holy Cross team, you have to talk about Jake Rando, another defending state champion, the one defending state champion they have. Jake is in at 145 pounds, 46-2 on the year, and he's an outstanding technician.
Jake Rando has been very, very tough, with his athletic prowess as well, and really putting it on. That's definitely their standout, and that's who everyone's really looking forward to with their match tonight, and as well as in Bossier City.
Those are the guys that are defending state champions, but they're hardly the only really good wrestlers these teams have in tonight. When you look at Brother Martin's team, we're going to get into some individuals. Holy Crosses as well right now. We're going to rise. We're going to have the prayer followed by the national anthem.
Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, please be in the hearts of the wrestlers taking the mat tonight. Fill their bodies with your spirit and let them perform to the best of their abilities. Watch over them and protect them from all injury. Give them the grace of good sportsmanship and help them find the guiding light to your kingdom, which is more important than any athletic competition. We ask all of this in your name. Amen. St. Ignatius Loyola, pray for us. Ameto por Jesu, love be the heart of Jesus. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to recognize our senior wrestlers. Their hard work and dedication have helped make our wrestling program a tremendous success. We also extend...
So it is senior night. They're going to honor the seniors first before we do any kind of anthem or anything else. And, of course, when you're talking about seniors, and this was a rudimentary question or comment that came up earlier, one of our outstanding people looking down there and saying, boy, that's a lot of seniors. Well, that's because it encompasses everyone on the squad that's a senior. And with Brother Martin, that happens to be an enormous number. Their wrestling program is unparalleled with the numbers involved. They've got well over 100 people in their wrestling program, Chad.
Oh, I mean, outstanding. I mean, just looking at them, it looks like they have about, I'd say, guessing about 20 wrestlers down there. And, I mean, that's really the key to success. And, you're able to get out 20 to 30 eighth graders and, pit them together against some older classmen, upperclassmen, and then as you progress through the program, and if you're able to make it through, by the time you're a junior or a senior, I mean, you're a stud, you know, and I mean, and especially in this program, as well as Holy Cross, coming through, you're expected to win. You're not expected to just go out on the mat and compete. You're expected to win, and that really goes to show.
Let's look at some of the good matchups here tonight. And I'll tell you, what's good about this is they're going to start in ascending order. They're going to start at 106 tonight because in wrestling, the home team coach can decide where he wants to start. Sometimes they'll start in the middle weights, sometimes in the upper weights. But tonight, we're going in order. So starting at 106, and that means we've got a really good match right out of the box between Daniel Croyer of Brother Martin, who's 26-6, and Michael London of Holy Cross, who's 24-9, and a very good one. And that's one of those matches that could definitely impact one of the top 2 or 3 seeds in the state in that class in Division I.
Oh, no. It's definitely a toss-up. I mean, little Croy has been a journeyman through, and he's finally getting his time to show, stepping onto the mat as a freshman, I believe. And he's really done well. He's really done well this season. I believe London has beaten him once this year, but I believe that was a tight match as well. So, you know, it should be a really good match at 106.
One of the most anticipated matches would have been perhaps the top 2 in the state at 126. Stephen Rumney of Brother Martin and Bo Bush of Holy Cross, but Bush is out tonight, not wrestling, so Holy Cross has Jerome Walker, a 10th grader, in his spot. 132 will be an outstanding matchup. You got Seth Gamble at 37-7 and Cole Clement at 38-6. That figures to be one of the matches to watch that could determine this dual meet this evening.
Well, Seth Gamble is obviously the brother of Taylor Gamble, the little brother, Taylor Gamble. Seth's really developed as a wrestler as well as his brother Taylor. Taylor's had some ankle injuries throughout this year that he's been able to battle through, but Seth had wrestled tough at the Louisiana Classic. I watched some of his matches, and he's also wrestling Cole Clement, who was Louisiana Classic champ, and he's been really impressive this year.
Very good one. Of course, when you look at the matchup at 145, Jake Rando, defending state champion, Cal Palermo of Brother Martin, certainly Rando a favorite there, but Palermo's a quality wrestler.
Palermo is there, you know. I mean, Palermo's has come through the program. I think he's been in there since his 8th or freshman year. He's a senior this year, so you know it could be anyone's match.
At 160 pounds, Brad Guidry, who's been really good for Brother Martin, with a 40-10 record, opposing Michael Benton, an 11th grader, who's quite good at 34-12. That is another one of those that's a toss-up type of match.
It's definitely going to be a good one. Brad Guidry being a senior, and Michael Benton, I think they've wrestled twice this year, with Guidry winning both matches, but I believe they were both pretty close. And, you know, I mean, it's just, you know, it's anyone's match. You know, I mean, I think with the home field advantage, it could play a little bit of a cause, but whenever you step out on the mat and you toe the line, anyone can win.
And then the heavyweight matchup, Randall Amos of Holy Cross, an 11th grader, taking on Muhammad of Brother Martin, who's 28-19 and figures to be a top 8 seed in the state as well.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of really good things about Amos from Holy Cross. I know a lot of their coaching staff are a lot of bigger guys, a lot of college athletes being wrestling and football, so they've really been cultivating Amos. I know he got 4th at the Classic this year. And then Muhammad is a lot of things. Most of what I've heard about him is that he's tough, he's a fighter, and that he has a lot of endurance, and that can really go a long way at the heavyweight weight class.
Of course, Robbie Daughtry, 7 state championships to his credit, 4 this time around, 3 previously. It's not too often where you see a guy gets a second chance, and he got into private business, and he got the itch again, and he came back, and it took him only 2 years to win another state championship, and they've been dominant ever since.
Oh, yeah, no, you know, I mean, he's definitely one of the best in the state, and, you know, we're very happy to have him back, you know. Whenever he stepped away, it was definitely a loss. And, you know, now that he's back, you can see that he's back in old Robbie Daughtry fashion and being on top and where he likes to be.
Holy Cross under the direction of Eric DeSormo, and Eric coming back after a year's hiatus as well. He stepped away for a year, and he's back as the head coach this year. And the thing that you notice about the Holy Cross team would be their relative youth. I'm looking at their lineup for tonight, and you're talking about basically all underclassmen. You've got, in fact, I think every one of their kids is an underclassman that's in tonight. You got a 9th grade, 10th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th, 9th, 11th, 11th, 8th, 9th, 11th. They don't have a senior in their starting lineup tonight.
No, they did not. And they actually show a lot of promise in the younger classmen as well, the 8th and 9th graders, especially being an elementary school as well. They're really able to cultivate those kids at a young age. And I believe they graduated 11 last year. So, they're really going, not going back to the drawing board, but they're getting a lot of new guys out on the mat and giving them their time to shine. And 11 guys last year for Holy Cross is a big difference between the 20 guys that were at Brother Martin. That's a lot. It's a pretty substantial number to that program.
Want to salute the leadership of these two schools as well, because you've got some wonderful people involved with these programs. First of all, at Holy Cross, my good friend Charlie DeGange, who's announced recently that he's going to retire in another year. Boy, will he be missed. What a great guy. Joel Murray as well from Holy Cross, and the athletic director, Barry Wilson, sitting right below us. And then, of course, on the other side, for Brother Martin, John Devlin. Greg Rando is a great guy and just terrific. We appreciate him. And Scott Williams, their athletic director, we thank them for making us comfortable here tonight. It's always nice when you have people that appreciate what you do and make your job a lot easier. So we're getting set. Seniors have been introduced, and we'll be getting underway in 2 or 3 minutes here as final instructions being given. And as mentioned, we'll get started at 106 pounds. And basically, Chad, we can explain the scoring to everybody right now before we get started. If you have a decision, it's 3 points awarded to the team. If you have a major decision, it's a 4-point. If you have a technical fall, it would be 5. And if you have a fall or a pin, it's 6 points for your team. So that's the scoring and how it works. You got 3 2-minute periods in each one of these matches. Sounds short. Trust me, it is an eternity when you're on the mat. I tell the story all the time. I tried to do this in intramurals when I was in high school, and the first period, I'm throwing the guy around. I'm a strong guy and everything else. By the 1-minute mark of the second period, I was begging to get pinned. Please get this over with. Every muscle in my body was hurting, and I figured out just how difficult this sport was. Gained a tremendous appreciation for it. There are a lot of sports that require being in great physical condition. This one is maybe preeminent among those, Chad.
One of the big differences between wrestling and majority of other sports is that it's a constant motion, constant effort. There's really there's a flip of a coin, and you're pretty much back wrestling in between the 2 periods, outside of injury time or blood time. And endurance is a very, very big factor. And 6 minutes seems easy, but when you're out there using every muscle in a crouch stance, ready to attack or ready to defend at a moment's notice, it can get interesting.
Well, as we see the 106-pounders emerging on the mat, Daniel Croy of Brother Martin, 26-6 against Michael London of Holy Cross, a 9th grader at 24-9. We're ready to roll, and this match is underway. Brother Martin in the gold silk here, Crusaders on the back, Holy Cross in the navy blue with gold trim as well. And Chad will describe to you what goes on here. First of all, a little bit of a headlock, but able to step out of it is London, and now shooting the leg and doing a good job. He's got an exposure, Chad.
London is working towards the back right now. He's going to be looking for a reverse half. Now he's in the top position and looking to keep him down. Croy's going to be working up, looking for his escape, and London's either going to be working for a pin or looking for back points. Little exposure.
Up 2-0 with 40 seconds into this first match of the dual meet here at Bob Conlin Gymnasium. Good crowd as we expected here on hand tonight. And if Holy Cross is going to have a chance in this dual meet, they're going to have to win this match, aren't they?
This is definitely a big match they have to win. Croy's tough, London's tough, but Brother Martin's coming hot, and they're going to be coming hard, and everyone needs to win, and they're going to actually, a big deciding factor is they're going to have to get some bonus points in there as well. They're going to be relying on Rando, probably for big bonus points, if not anything.
And London continues to maintain a hold to prevent an escape, but there is a mistake, and Croy takes total advantage. Talk about what happened there.
There's Croy. He just came out the back on a reversal. Right now he's looking for a cross-face cradle on the edge of the mat, and I believe he has it locked up. They're still in. Oh, break. London's going to be on the bottom here. Croy on top with 23 seconds.
And, of course, what that means is London with an opportunity, if he can make an explosive move to try to get an escape to take the lead before the end of this period. Trying to rise to his feet, but Croy doing a good job of riding here to try to ride out the rest of this period. 2-2 as we approach the end of the first period. We figured this would be one of the best matches of the evening, and it certainly has started out that way here in the first. London rode him for a while, but then he made a mistake, and Croy countered him beautifully to get to 2-2 here as the first period comes to an end. So good start here.
You know, and that's one thing you're going to see a lot of in a lot of the lower weights, especially a lot of explosivity, a lot of scrambles, and a lot of reversals. And you know, and that's really I was a little guy throughout my career as a wrestler, and you know, that's really where we go. Croy right now just sat through on a switch and is working on the reversal.
Yeah, he's got a 2-pointer. So instead of an escape, he ends up with a reversal for a 2-pointer here, and he's in good shape here, taking a 4-2 lead over London. London leveraging a little bit, but a good job by Croy to fight him off, at least for now, but there's the 2-pointer to tie the match.
And Ken, this is where we're talking about the scramble and the constant movement and the constant fighting. And that's one thing that the state has actually gotten a lot better at right here.
Very intense first match here. Tied at 4 as we approach the midway mark of the second period. And there's a 2-pointer. Brother Martin takes a 6-4 lead. Croy able to get the 2-pointer, and now he'll be in the up position. This one's back and forth.
Right there, you know, that was a 2-point reversal, and it's not going to be the last one you see in this match. I'll be willing to bet. Right now, Croy is working a tight waist and keeping heavy pressure on London, trying to keep him down. They have 1 minute left in the period.
And here's a chance to turn him, and good job here by London as he caught Croy. Now trying to clear, waiting for the signal here. Haven't got it yet. Gets the top leg over, and we're still waiting. There it is. It was just inevitable, so it's a 6-6 match. Boy, this is a great match.
That's another 2-point reversal for London.
Right.
That's Croy working on a Granby roll. Would be a 1-point escape. With 20 seconds left. And right now he's sitting and looking for another reversal.
14.1 seconds left. What to watch for here is to see if London can hold off the escape and get to the third period at even. Got the feeling, though, that we're going to see more scoring in the third period the way this match is unfolding.
So what's going on right now is Croy is hitting a switch and leveraging his body and trying to sit behind London.
No.
London's still in control.
No, nothing there. So tied at 6 as we go to the third point. This is an even match. Great technical display here by both of these young men in this match. And now, of course, it will be Croy in the up position. London trying to get the 1-pointer. But I don't think 1 point will decide this match. These kids are too active. Now at the heavier weight level, it's possible that an escape could be a deciding factor. And there's your escape. So a 7-6 lead from Michael London of Holy Cross. Now this match comes down to maybe one takedown. Either way. Good job by London there to fight him off.
One thing about these two gentlemen is that they're both freshmen, and they're both
amazing,
at the top of the state. You know, so you'll be watching these guys, and if not this February, you'll be watching them in February a couple times.
And you never know about weight in the future in terms of how kids grow, but they could be together for quite some time. Here's a good opportunity for Croy. He's got it. Croy takes the lead for Brother Martin at 8-7. With a minute 20 left. This one's going down to the wire. What a great way to start this dual meet.
Croy's working a chicken wing right now, pressuring down, and just honestly just trying to keep him, possibly working for back points right now, but ultimately with a 1-point lead, you're just trying to,
he's trying to bend
keep
him,
control.
Trying to turn him here.
Croy just scored 2 back points.
No question.
He's sitting high, though. He's sitting high. London's going to come out the
London's
back door. He's
got one leg. He's trying to, he's still got hold of the right leg, but couldn't do anything with it there. 33 seconds left, and Croy with a 10-7 lead.
Croy's still in control, London's looking for the head. If he gets the head, it could be dangerous.
21 seconds. 2 points, but he's still down 10-9. What a finish here. Needs another takedown. He's got to release him to give up the escape to make it 11-9. Has to shoot the leg. And at 10.2 seconds left. Now it's a matter of Croy just staying low and fending off a takedown.
Well, this is what we're all here for, Ken. Croy took a bad shot.
Yeah, he didn't need that. But he's going to ride him out anyway, it appears, as Daniel Croy of Brother Martin holds off Michael London of Holy Cross 11-9 in a terrific match to get this dual meet started.
That was an outstanding match. Again, high intensity, a lot of explosivity, and a lot of movement, a lot of reversals, and that'll be the trend for the next couple matches.
What a start. Daniel Croy, a winner over Michael London of Holy Cross. And now we go to 113. And we've got a matchup of Luke Cotton, one of the best, at 34-6 against 8th grader Jacob Spahn for Holy Cross. Cotton should be the favorite here.
Luke Cotton is a sophomore, so is Jacob Spahn. I actually had the pleasure of coaching little Luke over the last couple years in our kids club, and he's an outstanding wrestler. Just to watch him throughout his career and really develop into the wrestler that was our goal to make him into. And then Robbie's done a great job in really cultivating him and refining his tools.
Cotton having spawned down 2-0 here, 30 seconds in, and basically controlling things early on here, as you might have expected. Spawn, a 10th grader as well. Not quite the experience of Cotton, who, by the way, has wrestled at 106 as well. This is a kid that's fluctuating.
That's correct. Yeah, he wrestled at both weights, and being at this weight, and especially on a team with the depth like they have, you're really going to do what's best for the team. And wherever coach tells you where you need to be, that's where you go, and you just happen to step on the mat and represent your school.
56.5 seconds left in the first period, and a 2-0 lead here for Luke Cotton. Again, 34 victories already this season. Brother Martin's wrestled all over the place. Their experience level is terrific. And then coming out of it to make it 2-1 there. Good job by Spahn. And immediately shooting the leg. Cotton, relentless, just attacked right away. And it's a 4-1 lead.
Spahn really walked into that, and Luke set it up as well, and finished strong. And right now he's working on top, working a 2-on-1, and is going to be looking for exposure and some back points.
Brother Martin 15-1 in dual meets this year. Their 69-match win streak ended with a 36-26 loss to 15-time state champion Jefferson, Georgia, in the finals of the Bayou Duels. So a loss out of state, but they don't lose in state.
No, they haven't lost in a while. Interesting fact about Luke as well is he was a freshman placer. I believe he placed 4th last year, and that's a pretty impressive feat, placing as a freshman. Not many individuals have done that.
4-1, Cotton on top as we head to the second. It will be Cotton in the up position.
Cotton's going to cut Spahn for one
just
escape.
To give him the escape so he can wrestle. He's clearly looking for something bigger.
Cotton's really going to be looking for...
and that'll be another 2-pointer?
He's going to be looking for a pin right here.
Sure.
Or tech.
Right.
Technical fall, that is.
He'll just continue to give up the points so that he can get in the up position, where he's been dominant thus far in this match. A 6-3 lead. Score doesn't indicate the control that Cotton has had in the match. Spahn gets a leg here.
Spahn's in tight. Luke Cotton is it?
Oh, great move by Spahn, but look how strong Cotton is. Great job by Spahn.
Spahn hit a great lat drop and is now, while advancing, back points.
A great job by Spahn. Boy, that's beautifully done by Jacob Spahn. He takes a 7-6 lead with an exposure, the three-pointer, and, of course, the original two-pointer. So how about this? All of a sudden, Jacob Spahn up 7-6 over Luke Cotton. He looks to get that escape here to tie it. Spahn holding on here. Trying to apply his weight as much as possible, but a long way to go in this period. Breaking the hands and able to turn and now flip him and now expose him straight to the mat. This could be it. Cotton has Spahn in deep trouble. Spahn fighting hard to stay alive here. Give him a lot of credit. So an 11-7 lead on the near fall for Luke Cotton.
Well, Cotton wanted to come out and have a rebuttal for that nice lat drop that Spahn actually hit on him. Right now, Luke's on the top, working a 2-on-1, keeping pressure on. You can see he's keeping that ankle in control as well.
Still has the leg. Football people would say that's a tackle from behind, right?
Oh, the referee is calling for locking hands. Locking hands, Luke Cotton, 1 point, Jacob Spahn.
So 11-8 now as he stays in touch. You got to give Jacob Spahn a lot of credit. He's hung in very nicely.
Well, it's what we do. It's February. He's been putting in months, if not years of work, and you go out and compete. Even if you're at someone else's gym, you go out there and compete.
As we approach the end of the second period, it will be Luke Cotton maintaining an 11-8 lead over Jacob Spahn of Holy Cross. And it will be Cotton in the down position to start the third. Nice job here. Unable to turn him, but now he's got some hold of a leg here, and as he tries to rise and get to his feet and turn him, Spahn trying to hold on here. But he's going to need a lot more to have to overcome this 3-point deficit here as we have 1:30 to go in the match. Brother Martin on top, and the team score 3-0 by virtue of Daniel Croy's exciting decision over Michael London at 106 pounds.
Right now, Jacob Spahn's has one leg in and working on top. Right there, you're really able to get some real pressure on the hips, and it's pretty hard to get underneath.
People have asked about stall calls, and when do you look for one of those, typically speaking?
Stalling's interesting. Depends on the referee, depends on the geographic location that you're in. Ultimately, it just means that one wrestler is really not working to advance his position or get back points, and in this situation, or escape if he's on the bottom. So being that both wrestlers,
and this time he's able to get the legs and turn them. So there's a 5-point lead for Luke Cotton. Spahn did everything he could, but could not find a way to get anything done against Cotton, and now Cotton just riding him. As we reach 35 seconds to go in the match, it certainly looks like the favorite Luke Cotton is going to emerge victorious here.
We got 25 seconds left with an 8-point lead. Cotton's really just going to look to ride him out and keep applying pressure, possibly work for a pin, but pretty much want to keep it conservative, being that he has a major decision.
It's a major decision right now, so this is going to be a 4-point score for Brother Martin unless he can do some more damage here. And it's a victory here and a major turn at the end. Runs out of time. And they give him 2, so that's going to extend it here to an 18-8 final. So Brother Martin increases its team lead in significant fashion here with a major decision. 7-0 Brother Martin after 2 matches as they've won both.
At 120 pounds for Brother Martin.
So now we get to 120 pounds. Stephen Shields, defending state champion, 37-1. Mason Macaluso is a 9th grader for the Tigers. Needless to say, Shields a prohibitive favorite here.
Well, Shields working on the cradle right now, and appears it's locked up pretty tight. If he secures the leg behind, it's going to be pretty tough to get out of this. Oh, there goes Macaluso. Got out.
Macaluso, as mentioned, just a freshman, and here's a beautiful turn by Shields. Macaluso rolls out of it for the moment. Shields so active, isn't he?
Oh, that's really something that, he's gotten a lot from his brother being at the next
And there it is. So 40 seconds in, a pin for the defending state champion, Stephen Shields, at 120 pounds. Give Brother Martin a 13-0 lead. Pretty impressive there.
And that's really going to hurt the Holy Cross team. Bonus points is really makes it really difficult to stay into a dual meet.
Ready to go at 126. Stephen Rumney, another standout for Brother Martin at 33-6 against their replacement, Deron Walker for Holy Cross. Good athlete, explosive guy. 10th grader, not a ton of experience. He's in for Bo Bush, who's not wrestling tonight for Holy Cross.
Well, while Bush isn't in there, this is a big opportunity for Deron Walker. He's wrestling top talent in the state and at an opposing team, and this is where young men are made. Right now, Rumney's on top, looking for a cradle. Deron Walker seems tough.
Fought him off there beautifully, and it's a 2-1 match. Brother Martin on top here. Stephen Rumney, a lot of experience. Good quick movement there by Walker, and there's a warning there.
Potentially dangerous there just because of the knee. Deron Walker seems strong.
And quick.
It
could be a matter of simple experience for him. Not quick enough to avoid giving up the leg there, though. Now Shields working for a more favorable position. There it is. So a 4-1 Brother Martin lead here as we're under a minute to go in the first period. The 4th match. Brother Martin's won the first 3 here.
They won the first 3, scoring bonus points in 2 and winning a toss-up. So it's looking like a home dual meet.
No question. That's a nice move there, and there it is. So, a minute and 30 seconds in, a pin for Stephen Rumney, and Brother Martin in command here with an 18-0 lead. Just an explosive move there by Rumney. And now we'll get to 132 pounds momentarily. Seth Gamble of Brother Martin, Cole Clement of Holy Cross. This is one of the feature matches of the night, isn't it?
Seth Gamble, again, as I mentioned, winning with his older brother. He's really turned the corner this year, and but he definitely has his work cut out with him with Cole Clement.
Really good matchup here, and the records speak to that. Gamble 37-7, Clement 38-6. One of the ones we spotlighted. 19-0. I want to correct myself. 19-0 lead for Brother Martin on the team score.
Gamble in deep, working on a takedown too.
So Gamble gets the opening score of this match. Get the fans into it a bit. These matches tend to be pretty intense and physical.
Well, that's really something Seth's going to want. Being wrestling Cole Clement, having lost to him earlier in the year. You're really going to want to use any advantage that you can.
And right now a lead of 2-0 for Seth Gamble. An outstanding wrestling family that he's part of. Good job there to get the escape rolled out of it. So a 2-1 match as Clement gets to his feet and now goes for the leg.
In deep. Clement in deep. Gamble's working on a whizzer.
Stalemate there, really nice.
And successfully used the whizzer to fight off Clement's takedown.
Takes strength to be able to do that because Clement had a good position at that point. Minute into the first period, 2-1 lead for Seth Gamble.
And again, here you have two underclassmen and juniors, and you know, I'm excited to watch him wrestle again next year.
Yeah, Clement gets the leg, and this time he's able to keep him in bounds and gets the 2-pointer to take a 3-2 lead at the 43-second mark. Again, this is another one of those like the 106 that figured to be very tight and back and forth, and that's what we've seen thus far.
We have a caution call on Clement here. He jumped the gun.
And good refereeing per usual here tonight. This is a familiar face, a guy that's done a really good job for quite some time now.
Yeah, Mark's really developed as a referee. You know, I remember his first couple years really coming in, and you know, I mean, that's something that a lot of people undermine, and the difficulty in what they do, and you know, they're just as vital to the sport as the wrestlers on the mat.
And he comes from another substantive wrestling family, doesn't he?
He does. He does. His brother David and I were best friends growing up, and teammates, and now workout partners as well. So
the Staines family, wonderful people, and David's helped us out over the years in our blogs at sportsnoah.com at State Wrestling Meets. Then he got too busy over at Tulane. You know, what can I say, man?
Hey, that's what happens.
Then he ended up in the real world. What a deal. All
right.
It's good people. But Mark Staines doing a great job refereeing here tonight. 3-2 the lead.
Gamble's looking to work out.
Trying to get the escape to tie this thing before the period expires. 10 seconds left. Still not able to break the hands. And 6.7 seconds left in the period. Good stuff. Cole Clement still up 3-2 and trying to ride him out.
Gamble's going to...
Clement too strong, not going to give that up. So 3-2. Clement on top of Gamble. And a very good start to this match. Two pins in a row for Brother Martin coming into this matchup. Holy Cross still looking to get on the board, and they need to, down 19-0. So we're even at 3 after the quick escape point given to Seth Gamble, and now straight up wrestling.
Well, it was one of those deals. Seth was really coming off bottom strong, and you know, that's not really where you want to use a lot of your energy and strength, being that you have a 6-minute match or 4 minutes left in a 6-minute match. I'll tell you, Gamble looks like he's ready to go. Looks like he's ready to gamble.
And now we have a eye problem of some sort here for Cole Clement, but he says, let's go. Clement, a junior, trying to use that leg, now has both, now has the waist. Gamble showing strength, fighting. Down they go, but off the mat. Nope, they're going to give him the point. He gets the takedown.
Man, that was a nice whizzer. That was a nice whizzer.
And now Clement's shaken up, so we'll have a stoppage here at 1:08 to go in the second, and a 5-3 lead for Seth Gamble in this showdown match, and they're tending to Clement to make sure he's okay. That was close to being off the mat, but
he had both feet in.
So really good job by Gamble. Used that whizzer move more than once in this match.
Oh, whizzer's almost a last resort move, being when he's in deep. But, yeah, no, he executed perfectly. And, you know, that's what this sport's about.
So the 108 mark, Clement able to regain his faculties, and he's ready to roll, trailing 5-3. 1:08 to go in the second to Seth Gamble.
So what Gamble's doing right? Oh, there goes a Granby roll.
One beautiful job for on the roll, and then pushed off the mat, but still thinking that they were involved. Inbounds, nothing there. So a 5-4 lead.
Gamble's keeping the pressure. Gamble is winning this match, and in my opinion has been dominating this match.
And again, every time that Clement's been able to get a leg, he hasn't been able to use it. Gamble has shown the ability to counter him, as he's trying to do here again.
Well, why Seth Gamble's able to get that so much is when Clement takes on a shot, he's finishing high around the body, and that allows for Gamble to really get in a deep whizzer and really apply some torque to Clement, and resulting in a throw, as you saw in the previous exchange.
And again, same place, same move, and every time has been the same result. Either a nice reverse by Gamble, but either way, unable to use it to this point. But there it is, finally, the two-pointer for Clement as he takes a 6-5 lead. That time he was able to control.
Well, see, right there he finished low. He didn't go up to the body, and Gamble really wasn't able to apply the whizzer as he was the entire time before.
Great match. 6-5, Cole Clement going to the final period over Seth Gamble. And Clement will be in the down position. You can see the toll this match is taking on both wrestlers. They're both breathing hard. This has been a good physical match.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, deep in season, everyone's hurting.
I think Gamble's just going to cut here. He does, and give him a point. So a 7-5 lead for Clement. You were saying?
You know, being this late in the season, everyone's hurting. No one's at 100% except for the backups that are just getting in right now and getting their opportunity. But everyone's hurting. Certain individuals are injured and wrestling through it. But, you know, this is what we do. And, you know, you could definitely see the toll. But, you know, after this, they should have
good whistle here by referee Staines. He does a good job here. That was a stalemate.
Definitely, and that's pretty much when there's no real control, no real action going on, and let's just start up on the feet and let's get a little bit more going.
Back to their feet with 1:25 to go. Low man wins, right? In that situation, and Clement able to fight him off, but a good headlock applied here by Gamble as he tries to get a two-pointer and get this match back to even. Again, a stalemate at 1:02 to go, and I like that because it forces them to get up and wrestle.
You know, keep them going. Keep the boys wrestling. Keep the boys going. I don't think there would have been a lot of advancement in that position.
I don't see anything there. There's a minute left. 7-5. Good match as expected. Cole Clement holding on.
Clement right now is working in on a single leg and is either looking to go through the back door or take the angle to the side. Doubling off right now with Gamble with a crossface. Pop up through the back door. Right here,
have a whistle here probably.
There's no control, no control.
Lets it go, and now he's trying to work up. 23 seconds, and there's a wrap around the head. And that'll separate them at 21.8 seconds left. That might be a break for Gamble there. Gets him up to his feet with a chance to get that takedown.
That was close. But, you know, I mean, that's really what you do right there. You know, he's scrambling and he's...
And this is a shooting was Clement. He made a mistake, and now Gamble trying to turn him. 13 seconds left. Clement counters. Clement gets the leg and fights out of it. What a job by Clement. That's going to win in the match, it would appear. And it does. As Cole Clement gets a 2-pointer, and he wins this one 9-5 over Seth Gamble. What a matchup and what a win for Cole Clement.
You know, Cole Clement wrestled tough there. I've been watching Gamble through this season, and honestly, he has developed. Every single match I've seen him, he's gotten better. And, you know, that's really what it's all about, because the rest of the tournaments are just for fun. The only time it matters is February. And I'm very excited to see both of these two gentlemen get on the mat in February.
So now we move up. At 138 pounds, Taylor Gamble stand out for Brother Martin against 9th grader Caden Mummy, who's in trouble right away, as Gamble gets a 2-pointer on him right away. And Taylor Gamble, another outstanding wrestler from the same family here, Chad.
Brothers.
Got a chance here. Taylor Gamble in total control, has a chance for an early pin here. Gets his weight on him.
Right now he's working a reverse half, sitting his hips back and looking to pin that back, that near shoulder down.
Maintaining total control. Points are coming. And this is survival mode at this stage for Caden Mummy, the 9th grader from Holy Cross. In deep trouble here. He's had him exposed basically the whole period. I give Mummy credit for continuing the battle. Could easily succumb in that situation. It's a lot of pain to withstand that and fight it off.
Oh, it definitely is.
And he's got him again.
This one, I don't know if you're going to get out of this one.
Back shoulder still slightly elevated. Totally incapacitated. Can't do anything with his hands or arms right now.
And what he's really going to look to do is...
now a chance. And once again...
He's going to sit out. He's going to sit out, and that's when the real pressure comes in. Now, that's it. He must be very flexible.
I can only imagine. Mummy might survive the period, and he will do that much under enormous pressure and enduring a lot of pain in the process. No doubt about that. So at the end of one, Taylor Gamble in total control, 8-0 over Caden Mummy, who you got to give a lot of credit to for simply staying alive.
Well, you know, he didn't give in, you know, and, you know, he's a freshman wrestling a senior, and, you know, he's gonna have to battle tough. Right now, Gamble working
he's getting hammered.
You can call this the cowboy. He's going to sit him up and now working to his back.
There it is. So, 2 minutes and 27 seconds in, Taylor Gamble of Brother Martin with a pin. They give Brother Martin a 25-3 lead.
At 145 pounds, wrestling for Brother Martin with a record 23-11,
Cal Palermo for Brother Martin against defending state champion Jake Rando for Holy Cross coming up next. And we're underway already at 145 pounds, as mentioned. Rando, defending state champion.
Rando is just powerful and explosive coming out.
And a 2-0 lead for Rando here, who's 46-2 overall this year and still just a junior.
A lot of high-intensity movements, setting him up and really keeping his opponent guessing. Right now he just locked up a cradle, just secured the 2-point takedown.
And now looking to turn him and get him exposed. He does. Palermo fights to get to his stomach and avoid being exposed. Battling hard. Can always tell. You look at Robbie Dotrieve, he's usually on his feet and going crazy. He's just sitting down watching this one. He knows Jake Rando's awfully good.
Rando Rando comes out to compete, and he comes out to dominate. And I've never worked out with him, but he definitely seems like someone that whenever you toe the line against him, he's coming, and with everything he has.
4-2 lead over Palermo, who's gotten a couple of escapes. Rando again getting control and taking him down and exposing him and trying to keep him on the mat. Off, though, and it's 6-2. Jake Rando on top at 43.7 seconds left.
What you saw in that position there, Ken, he had a double leg takedown with Cal Palermo trying to fight him off with an underhook, and Jake Rando just powered right through it.
Now they'll tend to Cal Palermo. And Jake Rando will confer with his coaches. So we got a little, I think it's probably a nosebleed is what we're looking at here.
Well, Ken, if you look at the weight classes right here, you have Jake Rando and Joey Ferret, 152 and 145, both Louisiana Classic both Louisiana Classic champs. That's not really uncommon. You got to figure that both these two gentlemen are pushing each other in the room every single day, and that leads to both their success.
While we have this opportunity, Chad, also want to talk about a certain Jim Ravanack who happens to be in Rio de Janeiro right now. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Oh, yeah. No, he's down there on work, and then as well with Pedro, who's the Brazilian Wrestling Federation's president, and touring the facility, and as well as getting a little bit of work done as well.
Hopefully they get the water straight there.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
It's an ongoing issue ahead of the Olympics. Of course, Jim Ravanack, president of USA Wrestling, and got him honored by the Allstate Sugar Bowl Greater New Orleans Sports Hall of Fame this past summer. I was proud to be able to obtain that honor for him. It's the least he deserves with everything he's done for this sport, not just nationally and internationally, but in the state of Louisiana, where he's successfully run the state championship meet for 20 years. This will be the first year he's not doing that. He will be missed incredibly. And hopefully we can persuade him to get his butt back involved in that full time by next year. 6-3 and now 8-3 as Rando gets the two-pointer with 20 seconds left in the first and continues to work hard. And the job here for Palermo is to hang in, hope for a mistake, and prevent a pin.
That's really his game plan. Rando is just too strong and too powerful. I don't really see anyone in the state really being able to really push him too much. And that's just what it's going to be.
So another escape given, and it's 8-4, so Palermo will be within 4 of Rando after one period. Rando able to score on a regular basis, though.
Pretty much at will, Ken. He's definitely the real deal.
Second period getting set to begin, and it will be Palermo in the bottom position. See if Rando tries to hold on to that or cuts him here. Looked like he might, but then he held on to the foot and stayed engaged here initially.
Right now what he's doing is he's just trying to keep the pressure on and just kind of getting ahead of Palermo. But again, don't count Palermo out. I never count anyone out that's on their mat.
And so another escape to make it 8-5. Palermo getting all of his points on the escapes, and Rando just going for the big shots, which is why he's willing to give up the points. And there's a throwdown to make it a 10-5 match. Also want to thank our outstanding crew. Nick Bunting, Nat Collins doing a great job here per usual. Lenny Van Gilder for helping make this happen as well. 10-5, Jake Rando, now 10-6 as he gives up the point immediately to try to wrestle once more.
Right there, he's working in on a single leg, crack back.
Gets the two-pointer. So Rando willing to trade the 1 for the 2 over and over again in this match.
Well, you know, when your opponent really can't stop your attacks, it's not so much of giving up the 1. You're just looking to refine your skills.
Now he gets an exposure. Rando finally gets him in a compromising position. Palermo fighting like crazy, and there's the pin. So Jake Rando, defending state champion, at the 3:14 mark, gets a pin for Holy Cross to make it 25-9. Good job by Rando, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a great, dominating performance, and you could definitely expect to see that in February.
Kevin Casey for Brother Martin. Joey Foray for Holy Cross, one of the best in the state in the finals last year. Definitely a man to beat in this match, isn't he?
Oh, definitely. Kevin Casey is extremely athletic. In talking to the coaching staff, that was definitely the first thing that they said was his athletic ability. Whereas Foret is really a pressure guy. He's going to come in and pound and bang on his opponent. So those two styles are really going to contrast, and we'll see what happens.
So far, no score here as we're 40 seconds in.
See, this is where he's gonna
chance for the takedown. The counter move beautifully. Well done right there. It's almost as though Foray was waiting on it.
Well, they were both in really good position. Foray stood up, and Casey really came in with an athletic shot. Foray was just able to jack him up into double underhooks.
49.7 seconds left. 2-0 lead here for Joey Foray. Again, 43-4 junior. Finalist last year. Awfully good. And now a 2-1 match. As Foray gives up the escape. Kevin Casey, 24-11 on the year. Good wrestler. He's been in against tough competition.
Well, 152 is one of the tougher weights in the state. And being his senior year, this is his last match at home. He's really going to look and take. He's really going to look at take it to Foray. Right there on a clean shot, single. He's looking to hit the corner. Foray working that pounding.
Foray, a lot of quickness there.
No.
And they give it to him. A little bit surprised there?
No, it was just close. It was a close call. And being there, he sees it quicker than we do, and being able to hear the match and hear the whistle. Martin made the right call, I believe.
So a 4-1 match as we go to the second. Foray trying to get the escape.
Foray's just powerful.
He'll get it. Very strong guy. 5-1.
Just powerful. Coming off the bottom. It's hard to hold an individual with that sort of power down.
Back to a standing position now.
Right now, he's going to look probably to jack him up and use his power. Right there. There he is, jacking him up. Double underhooks.
Right. Now try to trip the leg. Wasn't able to do it, so he shoots it instead. Once you have a guy upright like that, jacked up, you have a great chance to go ahead and go for just trip the leg. Use your leg to swipe the leg, right?
You pretty much have that's a very dominant position, and very little you can do there, being in the double or overhooks. There is a throw, but it's a high risk, high reward type throw called a salto. Here we go again, the double underhooks.
So 5-1 with 49.7 seconds left in the second. It's 25-9. Brother Martin with the lead in the dual meet at this point. Crusaders have some awfully good wrestlers to come, though.
Yeah, the following weights is really where Brother Martin's really going to shine. Again, Holy Cross is really tough towards their middle.
Beautiful counter there. A quickness by Foray. And the break makes it 7-2. As we approach the end of the second period, Joey Foray, as expected, with the lead here. 7-2, Foray on top of Kevin Casey as we get set for the third.
Well, here we go, Casey coming off bottom. He's really going to be looking to escape. Foray's probably going to ride him a little bit and then let him up.
He's worked up high quite a bit in this match as Foray. And now gives it up to make it a 7-3 match. And Casey's showing aggressiveness, wanting to come forward. He still wants to win this match and thinks he can.
Well, you know, you got a minute 30 left, last home duel versus a higher ranked opponent. There's really nothing to lose. You know, your team's dominating.
Huge move there. Well done by Foray, and he's in command 9-3.
Foray right now working in a leg.
Strange to see Brother Martin without Paul Klein. Seemed to be there for about 10 years, didn't he?
Well, you know, Paul Klein was such a staple of the program, and really a leader of the program, and you know what? Well, he'll eventually turn into being an ambassador of the program. And
Foray able to just get off the mat there to avoid a takedown, and he's maintained his 9-4 lead with 48 seconds to go. Casey's hung tough in this match. She's going to serve him well, win or lose, moving forward, because he's likely not going to face many tougher, if anybody tougher than Foray.
No, Foray's tough, powerful, and strong. Right here, Foray's working for a body lock, and this is probably where they'll finish the match.
Yeah, 11-4, but still not a major decision, so just a 3-point victory here if it holds for Foray.
You know, and in certain instances, not giving up the major for Casey, that was a good win. You know,
no doubt.
He fought well against Foray, and again, the only time it matters is February.
So an 11-4 victory for Foray over Casey, which makes the team score 25-12. And now we get to 160 pounds. And Brad Guidry for Brother Martin against Michael Benson of Holy Cross. This is another good matchup. One of the matchups we spotlighted at sportsnola.com in our preview of this particular match. So good matchup here, Guidry and Benton. Benton a junior and Guidry a senior, and Coach DeSormo really likes Benton, thinks he's a comer in this class, and of course Guidry is a senior and a solid wrestler. And Guidry's got a leg early on here. Benton able to fight him off. He gets leverage. Nice job.
Well, both these guys have wrestled, being upperclassmen, they've wrestled throughout their careers. I believe Benton has lost to Guidry twice this year, but both have been close matches. You know,
they've been competitive. This is one of the ones that DeSomo circled and said, we have a chance in this match if we wrestle a little better. But not like that, because that's a great job by Guidry to get the initial score of the match.
Benton went for a big head throw there, which would get him 2 points and possibly back exposure and a pin, and Guidry slipped it, and what resulted in a 2-point takedown. Right now, Guidry's working on top, keeping his pressure on him, trying to keep him down, and really just trying to tire him out. Trying to impose his will.
And the escape, so a 2-1 match. As Benton cuts the deficit to 1. Good job of sitting down there by Guidry. The way to describe it, when you're able to get those legs extended and spread eagle and prevent a takedown. There's a good move here. Walks ahead, but Benton gets to his feet and tries to counter.
Well, right now.
And there's a mistake. And there's a 2-pointer.
Guidry with a 2-point takedown.
So at the end of 1, Brad Guidry of Brother Martin up 4-1 on Michael Benton.
Both these guys are out here wrestling really tough. And while the score is 4-1, it's anyone's match. Sit out, turn in for Guidry. Benton working the half Nelson with a
not willing to give it up.
Right now, Guidry's looking to really.
He's able to get the escape and now turns and gets a 2-pointer.
2-point reversal right there.
So Guidry in control, 6-1 here over Benton at the 1:17 mark of the second period.
Again, you'll see right there, Guidry, sorry about that. Guidry has 2 hands on 1, which really takes away a base when you're trying to work off bottom and allows him to apply a lot of pressure.
So a 6-2 match now in favor of Kevin Casey. Excuse me, Brad Guidry, my bad. So Guidry with a 6-2 lead here.
Right now, Benton's working on a takedown.
Back to the center with 38 seconds to go in the period. Guidry on top, 6-2 over Benton. He's been in control since the start of the match, trying to separate himself more. Benton looking for that one shot.
Right now, right there, Guidry had a 2-on-1 to a pass by, and right now he's working to bring him to the mat and secure a 2-point takedown. While Benton's fighting the hands, trying to prevent the 2-point takedown.
And they're going to give him 2 there. So 8-2 in favor of Brad Guidry with 8.9 seconds to go in the second.
Well, you got to wrestle at every moment, and that's really what it is. Benton kind of stood up there and thought the whistle was done, and Guidry didn't. And Guidry was awarded for that. Awarded the 2-point takedown.
So we'll go to the third. Brad Guidry at 160 pounds up on Michael Benton of Holy Cross. 8-2. Brother Martin up 25-12 in the meet.
Guidry's going to cut Benton off bottom, and he's going to be looking to work for a major decision here. That's an 8-point victory.
Correct. Got to get to 8 for a major to get that extra team point. Technical fall, of course, occurs when you get over 15-point margin in a match. And that'll get you 5 team points. And, of course, the fall will get you 6.
Right now, Benton's attempted to get in on a shot was defended off in the reverse half. or power half. Out of bounds on the feet. Benton had a short time here. We're at a minute and 10 seconds. 5-point lead. It's gonna be pretty tough. He's got to get some action going.
Yeah, has been unable to get low enough to get anything accomplished, and Guidry's been able to counter anytime he's tried to shoot the leg. And of course, in the up position, Guidry strong. And now Guidry able to get the leg, and there's the two-pointer finally. Now it's 10-3, so now he is looking at the possibility of a major decision if he can get one more score in this match with 35 seconds left. .20 seconds left, still a 7-point spread.
If he turns and face right here, that should be one.
And
1 point there.
1 point. So 10-4. And likely just going to be a 10-4 decision here. Although Putnam gets a nice little move at the end, but unable to score. And victory for Brad Guidry. 10-4 over Michael Benton of Holy Cross to give Brother Martin a 28-12 team lead.
Wrestling at 170 pounds for Brother Martin with a record of 37.
So we go to 170 pounds. And one of Brother Martin's very best, Pierce Williams, at 37-4 against Leighton Johnson, a junior for Holy Cross. Definitive edge to Pierce Williams here. He's one of the best in the state in this weight class.
Pierce Williams is tough. Yeah, you know, 2-time state champ going into his senior year. It's going to be really going to be tough for anyone to even really get close to him.
And he's got the 2-1 lead now as he gives up the escape, wanting to wrestle against Leighton Johnson of Holy Cross.
Correction, Pierce Williams is not a 2-time state winner. He's a 2-time state placer and
yes.
state runner-up. Sorry about that.
Yeah. And there's another takedown. So a 4-1 lead for Pierce Williams.
Going to the Holy Cross side, Leighton Johnson, and speaking to the coaching staff, they said he's a utility guy, football guy that is really... He's been in the program a couple years, which really bought in this year, and is extremely athletic, and you know, they really hope to see some positive things out of him. But I think in Pierce Williams, it's gonna be a tough battle for him. What Pierce is doing right here is ball and chain, where he has the hand through the crotch, and there you're able to get a lot of leverage on the back and working for exposure. Right now he has the arm pulled across, and he's going to look to either...
Now he's got a compromised position here and a real opportunity. There it is. So Pierce Williams at the 1:14 mark with a pin over Leighton Johnson of Holy Cross, and Brother Martin getting it done here.
Wrestling at 182 pounds for Brother Martin with a record of 30.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Pierce Williams does in February. He's definitely been dominant this year.
And it's 34-12, Brother Martin as a result. And now we get to Travis Wiener, another star wrestler for Brother Martin against Matthew Putnam, who's a good one for Holy Cross. And again, if you've seen Wiener before, he's very good.
Oh, Wiener placed fourth at the Prep Slam this year, which is a major national tournament in Atlanta, and somewhere where the top competition goes. And you know, he wrestled very well there. Not to cut Matthew Putnam short from Holy Cross. he's what we like to call a gamer. He's in there. He's in every match. And, this one, while on paper, Travis Wiener will probably be looked at as the favorite. I'm not counting out Matthew Putnam at all.
Yeah, Putnam's another one that Holy Cross staff likes, and I think he can compete here. But again, it's a tall task against one of Brother Martin's best. And again, you get to these upper weight classes, the size is bigger, the strength is bigger. It's hard to move people, huh?
Well, it's definitely a different style of wrestling. It's a lot more straightforward and dominant and pounding and power. That's actually one of Wiener's strengths, is that he's more of a funky wrestler. He goes for a lot of reversals and scrambles, as you'll see at the lower weights. So it's quite hard for the upper weights to adjust to that type of style.
No score, a minute 30 in, and now Wiener gets the first score. Well, Travis Wiener jumps on top here, 2-0 at the 23-second mark of the first.
Right now, Wiener's working wrist control, tight waist. He's working on chopping, currently working on the far elbow. And as you can see, he's locking down that near side ankle, which really allows him to control Putnam.
2-0 lead for Wiener after one period. Wiener will be in the down position, looking to add to his lead here. And a good job there by Wiener.
Right now, Wiener with the face. Putnam still has some control. Wiener's either looking for a reversal or an escape. Just depends on where he goes.
Finally decides to just take the one to make it 3-0.
Heavy on the head right here. Is a neutral position. Putnam working on the legs. Wiener just really pressuring on the head and seeing what Putnam gives him. Possibly looking for a half here.
Now gets around and to get the 2-pointer to make it 5-0 as Travis Wiener has established control in this match.
Right now he's pressuring on, working on that wrist. And just keeping pressure on top. Keeping pressure on top, keeping them down. And when you're underneath and you have another man on top of you pressuring down on you, it definitely wears on you. Right now,
Wiener, good job here.
A cowboy looking to secure the pin. And this is a very hard move, difficult move to get out of.
Putnam trying to survive this period. And the period ends. So 5-0 in favor. Well, that's going to be 8-0. Should be an exposure. So the 3-pointer is added to make it 8-0. And Travis Wiener with a commanding lead after 2 periods. Nearly had the fall there, but...
And what he was able to do there for the 3 points was a 3-point back exposure. There's 2 different scenarios for back points. When I expose your back for 2 seconds, 2 points are awarded. And when I expose your back for 5 seconds, 3 points are awarded. And different in college, this year they actually implemented a new rule. It's 2 and 4 points back points. So it's been interesting to see the adjustment, but at the end of the day, we're still doing the same move and trying to accomplish the same score.
Slight delay here as we get set for the 3rd period. You haven't been to a dual meet before. Things move awfully quickly.
Well, and that's Coach Chuck Stahl over at Holy Cross wanting to just discuss the call with referee Mark Staines. Chuck Stahl was had a very illustrious career over at Brother Martin, and then went on and played college football. Right now, Wiener's looking for a 2-point reversal.
And he's got a chance here. Makes it 10-0, unable to get the leverage he needed to turn him in that situation. Putnam trying to hang tough, but simply overmatched by Travis Wiener.
Yeah, Wiener's really been able to impose his will on Putnam. And, you know, sometimes that's what happens, you know. 10-0 with a minute left. It's going to be tough for Putnam to come out of this one.
Trying to avoid the major decision, trying to avoid the fall, obviously, because you start thinking in those terms, not just for progress, but for your team.
Well, and right here, seeing what he did is he showed that he was going to cut him and went and locked up a cradle, almost a trick move, if you will.
Yes.
And seemed to work.
So just riding out the time now, Travis Wiener in total control with a 10-0 lead over Matthew Putnam of Holy Cross. Certainly going to win this match, and the question is, can he finish him here? He's got a chance.
That's tight. That's a tight position.
There it is. So that's a difference in an extra 3 points, or 2 points for sure. At the 5:45 mark, a pin for Travis Wiener over Matthew Putnam to make it 40-12. Brother Martin, they've already clinched this dual meet, and that's just icing on the cake. Boy, great performance by Wiener. Didn't give up a point.
Wiener wrestled tough. Putnam went out there and tried, but sometimes it's just not enough.
So on we move to 195 pounds, and it's Cole Alfonso of Brother Martin and the 8th grader Cameron Drummond for Holy Cross.
Well, right here you have an 8th grader versus senior. That's going to be tough for anyone, but in talking to the team, they have really high expectations for Drummond. I think I want to say this is his first year. If not, it's one of his first couple years. But, you know, it's tough for, a 13, 14-year-old to wrestle an 18-year-old. But he's holding his own.
Yeah, great experience, and so far he's got a stalemate as we're 45 seconds in. Alfonso gets the leg, though, here, and he'll get the takedown.
2-point takedown. That was a high crotch. Very nice executed high crotch. Alfonso locked up a cradle.
Alfonso with a chance. And there's the pin. At the 1:18 mark, a pin for Cole Alfonso, the senior from Brother Martin, taking care of the 8th grader Cameron Drummond.
Well, we got 9 wins to 3.
And now it'll be Jacob Clapp, the 2-sport star, 26-5 against a 9th grader in Logan Hefner for Holy Cross. And look at Clapp right away with a throw and a 2-1 lead.
Right here, Hefner's working on a crossface, and Clapp's looking for another takedown.
So a 4-1 lead for Clapp, and he's all over this. Just another member of the Clapp family that's been quite a legacy here at Brother Martin. Tremendous legacy of great athletes. And And another chance for the pin here. Jacob Clapp in total control. We'll cut him again and go for it.
Well, Ken, why they're doing this is really they're trying to work their offense,
right.
And really want to get some work in right now. Being that State is a couple, 15 days away or so. They're really trying to get their technique down. Just
punishing him and toying with him. And there's the pin finally at the 113 mark. It's Jacob Clapp in a totally dominant performance as he pins Logan Hefner of Holy Cross. One match to go. And Brother Martin with a very impressive showing here tonight. They're up 52-12. And now we'll get to the last match. Muhammad for Brother Martin. Randall Amos for Holy Cross. Amos, the favorite here at 30-9. And a good one. Muhammad's been solid as well, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, battle of the big boys is always interesting. These guys are actually moving pretty well and should make for an exciting match.
Muhammad figures to be a top 8 seed in the state. Randall Amos could be a top 4 seed for Holy Cross in what we call the heavyweight division. It's 285. To be precise, the heaviest weight there is.
I know Amos was a pretty good football player as well, and speaking with the coaching staff before the match.
So we reached the 1 minute mark, no score here, and this is not unusual for the big guys.
So right here, there's going to be a lot of pounding, a lot of movement, and really one misdirection for either guy. Any takedown's big at this point, and at this spectrum of the dual meet. You're going to see a lot more high-level moves. A lot, not so much low level. A lot of snatch singles, snatch doubles, slide bys, as you saw Amos just try right there.
And of course, the bigger guys will wrestle higher in terms of leverage than will their lower class brethren.
Well, that and there's a big difference between being a 120-pound guy and having someone on top of you, and being a 285-pound guy and having someone on top of you. You won't see the same level of reversals as we did earlier in the match, I'll tell you that.
At this weight class, if you get somebody exposed, it's almost impossible to get out of it. There's too much weight to deal with. So no scores we had of the second. And again, in the heavyweight division, sometimes an escape can decide the match. Happens frequently. Because guys have a hard time moving each other, especially when they're fairly evenly matched. And in this case, it's Muhammad in the up position. Amos trying to rise. Muhammad keeping the pressure and the weight on him.
Right now, this is just power, wearing them out, wearing them down, and that's actually, in speaking with the Brother Martin coaching staff, that's one thing that, one of the first things they mentioned about Muhammad is that he has a gas tank, and that definitely, you'll definitely see a big difference in these guys in the third period than you will see the lighter guys.
Amos unable to get any movement whatsoever to try to get an escape here, as we've reached the halfway mark of this period, and Muhammad has rode him out beautifully for a minute. I mean, he could possibly ride him out for this entire 2 minutes without giving up any point here, and that would be very significant for Brother Martin.
And that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon at this weight. Yeah. But that also plays into a big point of Muhammad if when he selects down.
Absolutely. Like I said, oftentimes in this weight class, an escape will win the match. And this is looking like one of those matches. I mean, Amos unable to really get anything going from that bottom position. He's been buried pretty much the whole period.
Well, you know, the guy on bottom, it's his task to get up and escape.
Correct.
The guy on top, while he has to work for exposure and work for pins, really it's keeping him down. You know, I mean, it's a whole lot harder to keep a man down than you would think.
So Muhammad rides him out for the whole period, and now he'll get to choose being down, and he just needs a point. Basically, the way this match has gone, and Escape could win this unquestionably. Also want to mention, it's another sad note. It's so unusual to come to a wrestling meet here and not see my friend Jay Rink here, who is such a legacy in not just in wrestling, but in football and in the school here at Brother Martin. A marvelous man, tremendous human being, and a great friend of many years. Jay has missed.
Well, as you can hear the student body getting pretty rowdy, and they know that
Amos with a violent throwdown, and now he's trying to turn him, but can he get underneath? Doesn't seem to have enough leverage, but he's working it. Amos suddenly comes to life, doesn't he?
Well, you know, I mean, and that's what it is. You know, that's where
he knows he cannot give up the escape, and now Muhammad is in a prone position. But again, all he needs is the one-pointer, and that'll win the match.
Well, he also knows too that, you know, if he loses here, it's going to drastically change where he ends up in February.
Unquestionably, this is a big seeding match.
You know, whenever, you know, especially at this level, it's a lot easier to compete at the younger guys and really go in and get an upset. But these upper guys, it's very, very difficult to get an upset. Oh, Amos working a half right now, applying leverage.
He's trying hard. He watched that. Now he's got him. This is big. 1, 2, and there it is.
10.
Just wore him out, didn't he?
I don't think Muhammad was ready for that. Was ready for the pressure, and I think Amos really turned it on. You know, I think it was, you know, just a lot of pressure.
So Randall Amos by fall over Muhammad. And that creates a final team score tonight of Brother Martin winning the dual meet 52-18. A good ending for Holy Cross anyway, as the Tigers will take that out of this. But again, just a really good job by Brother Martin tonight. They have such an imposing team, don't they?
Well, you know, I mean, they've been tough for years, and they're building on it. And you know, Brother Martin came out ready to wrestle. Holy Cross came out ready to wrestle, but Brother Martin was the better team today.
What do you take out of this moving forward for Holy Cross? No Bo Bush tonight, obviously. One of their most prominent wrestlers. Do you see them as one of the top 3 teams in Division I?
Oh, definitely. You know, I mean, they've been building and improving, whereas Brother Martin has just been maintaining. You know, and it's a lot more dangerous. It's not more dangerous from Brother Martin's perspective. You know, and that they're, you know, coming back, returning multiple time state champs. But no, you know, I mean, I think both teams are going to go back to the drawing board and figure out what their weaknesses were and what they can improve on, and see what we can do in February. And that's the name of the game.
And as for Brother Martin, certainly moving forward, they are unquestionably the favorites. You got to look at Jesuit, St. Paul's, Holy Cross, Catholic High, Santa Maria maybe as top challengers in Division I.
St. Amant has definitely been a program that has really improved from their historical standpoint. Sheridan Moran over at Jesuit taking over. I expect really big things out of him. You know, yeah, I think it's anyone's game. You know, I mean, a couple upsets here and there. You know, big bonus points. You know, St. Paul's, Matt Pinero and Craig Kettleson, they've done an outstanding job. They're really tapping into that North Shore athletics and really turning it on this year.
So, very impressive victory for Brother Martin here tonight, 52-18 over Holy Cross, as the Crusaders won 10 of 14 matches here tonight. And a solid performance. Looking back, the 106 might have been the best matchup of the evening. It started off with that match. That was a great battle between Daniel Croy and Michael London. And when Croy won that match 11-9, you pretty much knew that Brother Martin was going to win this duel, mate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it sets a tone, and that was one of the most exciting things of being the 103 when I was in high school was weight class 103, being that you really set the tone. And, you're able to get your guys going. And that was a very big tipping point for the night. As you can see from the remainder of the night, I don't think it would have played too much of an effect, but it definitely get your guys going. Get your guys going, and don't be surprised if we see these guys in February on Saturday night.
Once again, we want to thank Scott Williams, the outstanding athletic director here at Brother Martin High School, Coach Robbie Dotrieve, for their hospitality here tonight to set us up and allow us to do this. And we thank their counterparts, Barry Wilson at Holy Cross, along with Eric DeSormo, for their always outstanding cooperation. Class institutions, really good schools and programs. A pleasure to work with, and it was a pleasure bringing it to you tonight. Again, our final team score, Brother Martin defeats Holy Cross 52-18. Chad, it's been a pleasure. Hope we can do this again very soon.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. It's pretty much the only aspect of this sport I haven't done, and I've enjoyed it. And it's great working with you. You're always helpful in the community and all sports, and be happy to do it again. I'd love to.
We shall. We'll figure that out. We'll get it done, and maybe next time we'll get the older dude to show up too, man. Who knows? Huh?
Maybe we'll be able to track him down.
Yeah. He's like saying, maybe you can get me on by Skype or something. No, buddy, not. Maybe next time, okay? Just enjoy Rio. It's all good. So, Chad, once again, thank you, my friend. It's been great.
Perfect. Thank you, Ken. I had a blast.
Once again, our final team score tonight, 52-18, Brother Martin over Holy Cross. Want to thank Matt Collins and Nick Bunting for their fine job here tonight. Now, this is Ken Trahan for First NBC Bank from Brother Martin High School, saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.